Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 13 in organic chemistry, in which we have seen unit number first, that is coordination chemistry. And in our last lecture we have studied about the association reaction mechanism, dissociation reaction mechanism, interchange reaction mechanism and rate determining steps. In this lecture we will see about the SN1 and SN2 reactions for inert and labile complexes. So our point is SN1 and SN2 reactions for inert and labile complexes. First we will see what are labile complexes and inert complexes. So labile compounds means rapid ligand exchange takes place, that is a reaction half-life of 1 minute or less. So here in case of labile complex 7 coordinated intermediate will be formed, and labile complexes carry SN2 type of mechanism. In general, labile complexes will be formed in sp3 D2 hybridization compounds, that is outer orbital octahedral complexes. And in case of inert compounds or inert complexes, slower reactions will be carried out, and inert type of reactions shows SN1 type of mechanism. And in case of inert compounds, that is which occurs mostly in inner orbital complexes and having the hybridization D2sp3 type. So labile and inert labels, that is labile and inert labels, do not imply stability and instability. Inert compounds can be thermodynamically unstable. These are kinetic effects, that is depends on the reaction. In general, inert complexes, that is octahedral in case of D3 octahedral complex is inert one, then D4 to D6 all low spin complexes are inert one, then strong field D8 case, that is square planar complexes, are inert one. Intermediate complexes are weak field D8 case, and which are labile, that is D1 D2 D0 also forms labile complex, and high spin D4 to D6 case, D4 D5 D6 high spin complexes, D7 D9 D10 will form labile complexes. So these are the distinguishing features of the labile and inert. Labile means reactive one, and inert means that is neutral, they doesn't carry or which carry slow reaction. Labile means which carry fast reaction, rapid exchange of ligand exchange takes place. 7 coordinated complex will be formed, but in case of inert only, that is there is no incoming ligand will be possible, so reaction rate is very slow. For example, D0 case is called as labile one. D1 case is also called as labile one, that is T2G1 EG0 in case of D orbital splitting. D2 also labile, T2G2 EG0. D3 is inert one, T2G3 EG0. T2G is a completely filled, so it is a inert complex. But in case of T4, high spin is labile one, T2G3 EG1, that is outer orbital hybridization complex, so labiles. And inner orbital hybridization complex inert one. Similarly, D5 high spin labile 1 T2G3 Eg2, but low spin inert T2G5 Eg0 is a inert one. And D6 case, that is high spin complexes D6 labile 1 T2G3 Eg3, but low spin complexes are inert T2G6 Eg0, and D7, D8, D9, D10 all are labile complexes. So this is about the labile and inert complexes differentiation. Then in case of SN1, SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, which is almost carried out in dissociative mechanism. So the first step in this mechanism is dissociation of metal complex takes place. So here MLNX, which undergoes slow step, MLN plus X will be formed. Further, vacant site created by leaving group X is filled by incoming ligand Y. So here MLN plus Y we are getting in second step. First step we are getting the product MLNY. So here only one species MLNX has taken part in the rate determining step in the formation of MLN. So activated MLN further reacts fastly with incoming Y to form MLNY. The activation energy of the first step is higher than that of second step. Rate of the overall reaction mainly depends on MLN concentration and not on the concentration of Y. So reaction is a first order type. During formation of an intermediate MLN, coordination number of metal is decreased by 1. So here in dissociative mechanism already we know that bond breaking is important. Rate is only depends on concentration of reactant MLN. So here when ML5X complex perfect octahedron, here when first dissociation is important, we are getting trigonal bipyramidal geometry or square pyramid geometry, and in second step we are getting Y is introduced into the complex intermediate, we are getting the product. So bond breaking is important, so rate is depend on the first step. So it is a SN1 type of mechanism which carries first order, and dissociative mechanisms are always SN1 type, and intermediates formed are TBP and square pyramid type. So in case of unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, dissociative mechanism which is always SN1, the step first is like this, intermediate will be formed and second step product will be formed. So in this case TBP and square pyramids intermediates will be formed. And in case of SN2, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is associative mechanism, the steps involved in this mechanism, that is MLNX plus Y. So here association is important, we are getting intermediate MLNXY, which is a slow rate determining step, and in second step we are getting the product MLNY. So in this case the rate of the reaction depends on the both the concentrations MLNX and Y, because both the concentration are important to carry the reaction. So here activated complex is formed in first step, and in first step activated complex breaks into MLNY and X. So rate is depends on both the concentrations, so it is a SN2 type reaction. So during formation of an complex, rate of the reaction is depends on both the concentration. So here in association bond making is important, and in case of mechanism similar to dissociative mechanism, here in associative mechanism 7 coordinated intermediate is formed. It is a pentagonal bipyramidal structure or wedged octahedral type or distorted octahedral will be formed, and second step bond breaking takes place, that is elimination of X takes place, we are getting the octahedral complex. So this is the mechanism in which pentagonal bipyramidal and wedged octahedral intermediate will be formed in case of associative mechanism or SN2 type of mechanism, where OW means octahedral wedged or capped octahedral or distorted octahedral, and BP means pentagonal bipyramidal. So SN2 type of mechanisms will show the compounds like D0, D1, D2 or D10 case, that is labile complexes, will show SN2, and inert complexes show SN1, because here in labile, that is reactions carried out where 7 coordinated intermediate is formed. So in case of SN2 biomolecular nucleophilic substitution associative mechanism, in first step entering group is introduced, that is a rate determining step, intermediate will be formed, and second step leaving group is formed and we are getting product, and rate is dependent on both the concentrations. Here capped octahedral and pentagonal bipyramidal 7 coordinated intermediate is formed in SN2 type of mechanism. So this is about the SN1 and SN2 mechanisms in labile and inert complexes. So thank you all of you for listening this video.